All right, so this one is gonna be a little bit longer, so please be patient with me. I'm covering two beers for a good reason. So in Ireland, obviously, they're known for the Guinness, but that's not the main part of this video because everybody knows Guinness. And honestly, just a side fact, apparently they used to make it with fish oil, which actually made it very extra nutritious, but for vegans, they removed it, so the flavor is actually not the same. So if it doesn't taste like there's any much flavor going on like before, if you had the difference, it's because it's different. So now it's an all vegan recipe. Just a second note, pretty much most beer, unless they put something in it that's animal, it's all vegan. So that's just in case you want to know that. This is what I'm out for is the Schmidtax. Yes, it looks like Smithwick's, but it's from Ireland. So in Ireland, under the Gaelic pronunciation, it's Schmidtax. Get that right. Anyone that knows it, there was a bartender that my friend went to the Driscoll years ago. He was talking to the bartender, he happened to have all the knowledge. So apparently the original black and tan is these two. It makes sense because they were in Ireland. So now it states that the black and tan is actually from a pale or something like that. And they try to use harp and stuff, but harp is also in Ireland. I cannot find the real history, but either way, to me this one makes the most sense because it would look like an actual black and tan, whereas the other one actually looks black and pale, which is crazy. Then you have the one made with cider, so that's actually called snakebite. Things spun off from it, so I want to rejuvenate this classic twist while it's still semi-cold and you can enjoy it outside. So first we're gonna try the Guinness by itself. There is a little capsule in there. I guess it's nitrogen based. That's how they get that fluffiness, or basically it doesn't really have anything going on until that pops off. All right, I want to get a little foam on there. There we go. All right, so I got a decent pour on this one. Just want you to see it. So this is a stout. Stout is not really, originally wasn't really a style of beer. It was just so dark, it hits you hard and you're like, man, that's stout. And it kind of just stuck. Apparently that's the history. So this one's very caramelly, toasty. It smells like baking chocolate almost, but a little sweeter. But it's very clean. It's not super heavy. It's very vibrant. I get all the caramel toasty notes, but it's dry. It's not going to be sweet. I want to try that one. All right. And then this one's going to be a red ale, so it will be a little bit sweeter. That was kind of the point, I guess. I don't know who really started. I guess it was supposed to be a savory beer, and then you go into this red beer. So that's for that one.
So light compared to what
Yeah,
you did
it used to be a lot better. And then also, if you go to the source and actually go through the tour, like it's way better. So honestly, the cans do the best at holding its actual body and everything. The bottles aren't as good on this one. So there's a Schmidtax. It is an Irish red ale, so it'll look very dark on the camera. So you can see the red I see. It's not that dark in person, but it's definitely foaming up. It's not helping me here. And so this one has been around probably as long as Guinness. Let me see if it says the number on there. 1710. So it definitely has history. This one's definitely more malty, the red ale. So it's not gonna have a lot of hops. It's like basically a different version of blonde. 'Cause blonde, the purpose of a blonde is to not have too much hops. And so this also is doing the same thing. Not a lot of hops. You focus more on the maltiness. Boy, I'd mess this one up, but still, gotta move on. Not working. Okay, it's not super, so it's definitely dry. It's very drinkable. Off the tap, honestly, the draft is the better way. It will hold a little bit more of the sweetness. So when they bottle it, they leave sugars, but the yeast will finish it off, and they will kind of dry out the beer a little bit. So just for the purpose of this video, gotta open two more. My girlfriend's gonna help me drink these, so I'm not doing this all by myself. Let's see if I can pull this off. All right, so I can do a better job this time. All right. It's still definitely pouring hard, pouring hard, pouring hard. Let me see, does that look about halfway? A little bit more? I guess you want to get close to the foam. It's about halfway. Almost, so I'm gonna go to the top. All right. already messing it up, but you're not gonna learn unless you do it. All right, this is not helping me at all. Is it doing it at all?
It's too foamy.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Let me try another glass or pour some of the foam out. That helps sometimes. That's working.
Fingering the foam out.
I'm getting it. You're not helping my video at all. Let's see if I get lucky enough. I've never really done this, so I'm trying to keep the beer from really mixing, but it doesn't want to listen, so it's not working. It's just making the beer darker. Yeah, that was a poor attempt. No, it's not working. So that was my attempt. Anyways, if you can pull it off, put a little video on the bottom showing you can pull it off. But apparently this is original black and tan. But if you look it up, it says it's pale. But these ones have been around for pretty much around the same, close to the same time. Yeah, so this one is 1710, and then Guinness is 1759. So Schmidtax was around before Guinness. So to me, it makes the most sense. I can't go into history books to find it. Apparently the first thing the internet wants me to see is that pale, and pale, I don't know if it was around in Ireland during that time. I don't think so. So anybody has any extra notes or tips or seen it or find it, go ahead and type it in there because it's good to know. Don't be insulting with it. Just put the information so that anyone that sees it and sees this video can look down and catch that information and be updated. So cover 2 beers, multi-focus red ale, better in a can, but they only get bottles across here for some reason. I don't know. And honestly, if you're gonna try the black and tan, the can one pours a little better, but Guinness is still good. It's way lighter than it used to be. I think that's probably affecting it as well, because before with the fish oil it changed the depth of the body. It was actually heavier and there's more flavor going on. It's very simple. It's unfortunate, and, you know, they did it for a good reason, but I'm pretty sure if you go to the Guinness factory you can get the original one. They'll probably just ask you if you're vegan or not, and they probably have the original over there. So
No, they don't.
they don't? Ugh, it's even worse. It's giving me bad news left and right. So these are 2 solid beers either way. They cover anybody that wants some malty beers, drier beers, not too sweet. But you get to, you know, the stout's going to be a little more bitter. The red's going to be slightly just because of the hops, but it's only enough just to give it from being too overwhelmingly sweet. So all beers have hops, just know that. And so this one should be more easy drinking. So get yourself some Schmidtax, try it out. I recommend it. I had it before, but if any place has it on tap, and I don't know if the Driscoll still has it, they used to have it on tap, I would just try it on tap, because that is it's created differently because it's a bigger drum compared to the bottles where you add priming sugar. Now that I make it and you want it to ferment in here, and then cans, they get CO2 injection, and then that kind of locks in where it's at. So that's why the cans and the kegs just tend to be on point a little more, and it's unfortunate, but for shipping purposes, those are more ideal. If you're nearby the brewery, bottles are fine, but you're gonna see a slight difference if the bottles are older. So thank you for watching. Hope it's informative and helped you out and gives you something to talk about at parties, whatever, and just enjoy and be safe.